Welcome to the start of the Brewers Anonymous BJCP Training program. This is the introduction section to this course and the components of this course. We're not getting any information on the exams in this section yet. Just wanted to point that out. Feel free to jump to section 1 if you're ready to go. But if you want some more details, especially if you're not a member of our club and you just stumbled upon this on your own, wondering what it's all about, well, keep watching. I'm going to start off by reading this disclaimer. I'm not going to read it every lesson, but it will display every lesson because it's pretty important to point out that this episode and this series is not affiliated with, nor endorsed or checked by the BJCP, the AHA, or any other organizations discussed in any episode of this series. All right, with that taken care of, let's get started. This is lesson 1 for this introduction section, and this is a little bit of a welcome and what to expect. So this is a BJCP training course by the Brewers Anonymous Homebrew Club for the Brewers Anonymous Homebrew Club members, as well as anyone that wants to use this course to help prepare for the BJCP online entrance exam and the BJCP judging exam. If you're not familiar with Brewers Anonymous, here's a little bit about us. We're a homebrew club based in Orlando, Florida. We've been the Homebrew Club of the Year for 2019 and 2023. We hold monthly meetings. We do bi-monthly intra-club competitions. We hold an annual national homebrew competition. And we have done extensive participation with beer festivals in the Central Florida area and a bit beyond that range as well. If you want to learn more about us, check us out at our website at brewersanonymous.org. So again, to start off with, I'll say welcome. Here's a little bit of what this course is about. This entire lesson is actually pretty short. They're not all going to be, fair warning. But this is put together assuming you've already watched the introduction video on the course's homepage or on our YouTube channel. If you haven't, I suggest you do. And if you still have questions about this course before getting started, that's what this lesson is kind of put together to answer those questions. So this program, it's designed with the specific intent of helping you pass the BJCP entrance exam and the BJCP judging exam. We won't be creating a lot of videos that don't in some way relate to what you need to know to pass these exams. Now, having said that, not everything we cover may be on your exam, particularly, well, almost solely the entrance exam. Now, we'll get into the exam specifics in an upcoming section, but the exam, the online entrance exam, the one I'm talking about right now, covers a lot of information and draws from a very large pool of questions. Could be that just by the luck of the draw, you may not get a single question that covers one of the entire sections in this training video. Conversely, on the other hand, you may get a little bit from every section of this series. There is no way to tell until you take the exam. Everything online, including these videos, are the virtualized component of this training program. We'll get into those components in a lesson in this section very soon. I do want to take a moment to specifically say you will need some additional tools and resources beyond this virtual component of this course to pass this exam. It's a very extensive exam. It is online, it is open book, but even with that, there is so much information to know for this and so little time to answer your questions when you sit down in front of the computer and get ready to take that exam. The more you know, both from the online material and material you study on your own, the much better off you are going to be taking that exam. Everything in this program is designed and created with that single purpose, helping you passing the exam. Although we'll be talking a lot about brewing processes and ways to fix and address flaws in beers, there really isn't much brewing training in this apart from the basics or a little beyond the basics of things you need to specifically know for the exam. There's not going to be any recipe sharing. There's not going to be any demo videos on how to brew beer. This is strictly for BJCP exam preparation. So that is it for this lesson. Like I said, it's going to be short, so let's get on to lesson 2 of this section.